Carolyn Jacobson was an American labor activist credited with advancing women's healthcare coverage during a 40-year career in the union movement. Jacobson, who has died aged 67, spent much of her career at the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers and Grain Millers International Union, where she became communications director. She was also a founding member, in 1974, of the Coalition of Labor Union Women, a national organization representing women across unions. In retirement, she was a consultant and special assistant to the group's president. In 2001 she created the Contraceptive Equity Project at the coalition to educate union members about demanding contraceptive coverage. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission had ruled a year earlier that employers were obliged to cover contraceptives, counting them as preventive care for medical conditions which many of the country's health plans include. Coalition President Elise Bryant said Jacobson was kind of a one-woman show who originated and directed the Contraceptive Project. It was her vision, and she executed it. For the Contraceptive Project, Jacobson developed model language for contracts, paved the way for other women to become advocates within their organizations and was a powerful voice in driving that as an agenda item, said Liz Shuler, the Secretary-Treasurer of the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations, AFL-CIO, the largest unions body in the U.S. At a time when contraceptive coverage was seen as a side issue, Jacobson pushed it forward, Shuler said. Now, it's core. Through her work, Jacobson also advocated for cervical cancer awareness and prevention. Carolyn Jacobson was born in Manila, New York. Her father was a lawyer, and her mother taught at a Jewish religious school. She graduated in 1972 from Cornell University's School of Industrial and Labor Relations, now known as the ILR School. She moved to Washington, D.C. that year for an internship with the AFL-CIO and received a master's degree in Public Information and Administration from American University in 1979. Jacobson worked at the Bakers Union from 1973 until she retired in 2001. In 1996, she helped establish a scholarship fund to support female labor leaders. That fund became the Burger Marx Foundation the following year and closed in 2017. Jacobson also aided the publication of a mentoring manual, written by the Institute for Women's Policy Research. She connected us and lifted us up. Linda Foley, former president of the Burger Marx Foundation, wrote in a tribute, referring to Jacobson's work creating networks of women. Jacobson encouraged the foundation to sponsor young women to attend an annual summer school hosted by the United Association for Labor Education. Foley continued, year after year for almost a decade, Burger Marx, at Carolyn's insistence, would provide opportunities for young women union members to learn about organizing, collective bargaining and worker representation, as well as develop personal leadership skills at these schools. Carolyn Jacobson, American champion of women's union rights, born the 2nd of June 1950, died the 23rd of March 2018. Copyright Washington Post. More about Carolyn Jacobson. Reuse content.